All right. So, episode 18 of The Mandalorian. It was 44 minutes. I wanted to bring up that the director of this episode is Rachel Morrison, and I personally have never heard from her or heard about her. But looking at her biography, she started off as a cinematographer, and she actually she got nominated for an Academy Award for cinematography when she worked on the movie Mudbound. She's also worked twice with Ryan Coogler and on Fruitvale Station and Black Panther. So she is somewhat part of the Disney family. Now, she has directed episodes on TV before. She directed an episode of Quantico, American Crime. She did 2 episodes, Homemade, Hightown, The Morning Show. But most notably is that she was a cinematographer on the movie Dope, which was directed by none other than Rick Famuyiwa. And since he is pretty much, heading up this season as an executive producer, or I forgot what his official title is, but he's the one that's been pretty much the main overseer, along with Favreau and Filoni, on season 3 of The Mandalorian. So I guess he decided to give her a shot, and I thought she did a pretty good job at this episode. This episode had a good mix of everything. You had comedy a little bit in the beginning with Amy Sedaris. You had some good drama sequences and action. So you had a pretty much mixed bag of everything. What was really interesting here is that we finally got to see more of Bo-Katan. And Katie Sackhoff was brilliant in this episode. I don't think that the hype was warranted, that this was going to be an awesome episode and a good follow-up to last week's episode, but it was still a good episode. It definitely was, and it definitely left you in a kind of cliffhanger there at the end with freaking Mando. He, like I said during the watch along, he's kind of dopey when it comes to like these kinds of things, and the fact that he kind of just dropped like a rock in the lake, in the waters there, which I thought was kind of comical in my opinion. But what is the deal with that creature, that sea creature in there? I have a feeling in next week's episode we're going to see something about that creature, because they haven't really escaped yet. They're just there. Bo saved him, brought him above water, and they just hung out. But Bo herself looks frightened, I think, a little bit, and maybe she knows something that she hasn't really shared yet with Mando and the rest of the crew there. Because if you notice, like, even as he was going into the water, her eyes were like widening and like really bright and opening up as she's watching him do all this stuff. So as if she was expecting or waiting for something to happen. And it's a good thing she was, because she was able to react really quickly and dive in there to rescue him and all that stuff like that. We got introduced to some new creatures, which they're pretty cool. That dude with the eye is menacing. He's kind of like scary in a way. The fact that it looks like it's just a head and it could easily attach itself to all these other things, especially machinery and robotics and all that. Like, that was pretty cool. Very, very frightening there. But yeah, overall, I mean, I really enjoyed the episode. But yeah, so I think the main thing that a lot of us have just been waiting for is really the team up between Bo and Din. And I'm glad that we finally got to see a little bit of that, even though she was reluctant to do so. But at the same time, she seemed to have been very, open and friendly to help him out as soon as Grogu came to fetch her and all that. So it makes me kind of wonder, like, is that real? Is that genuine? Or is she doing it so that it could help benefit her with what she's trying to accomplish? I feel like there's kind of like I don't know if there's going to be like a double cross somewhere in there or something to look out for, but I don't know, yet to be seen. Maybe I'm looking too much into it, or I'm being very, skeptical about the whole thing. But yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how much further their partnership goes on in the future episodes of this season. Now, to my knowledge, there wasn't really any major Easter eggs or big call outs or anything to previous episodes or seasons or other series. I mean, we got to see BD again, hanging out with Amy Sedaris there on Mos Eisley. But nothing really, for me personally, anything stood out. Maybe I missed something. So if any of you notice like a great Easter egg or some big call out or call back reference to something, let me know in the comments below, because I definitely did not catch anything, at least with this initial viewing. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it was a good Mando episode, a good Mando adventure. Definitely curious to see what next week has in store for us, as we are still on Mandalore, and what other bits of history we're going to learn, or little insights, or what kind of secrets are going to be revealed, and then really what's the deal with that sea creature, because I feel like there's something involved there for sure, and Bo is not maybe sharing a lot of stuff with us, but I'm definitely looking forward to more of that partnership with Bo and Din. So what do you all think? How did you like this episode? Did you enjoy it? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments. And thank you so much again for watching along and tuning in. Again, if you haven't done so yet, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you get notified every time a new video is uploaded. Don't forget, you could find audio versions of the recaps in these episodes and other stuff that we do here on the channel on your podcast platform of choice, just by typing in the Low-Key Geek, or just Low-Key Geek, sorry, and you could find all that stuff for your downloadable and listening pleasure. And one last reminder, if you are in a position to help support the channel even further, don't forget to check out the affiliates, especially adcs.com, in the description of this episode. Get yourself something nice, or a loved one something awesome, while supporting the channel at no additional cost to you. And again, thank you so much for all your support. But that's it for me for this episode. Until next time, stay cool, stay classy, stay safe. See you in the next one. All right, peace out, everybody.